peas are so sweet.
Yeah. It's another week of what's for dinner. Today is technically Tuesday because we messed up on last week, but we're going to try to do it again. A whole nother week of what we eat in a week.
Yes.
Maybe we'll cook more this week.
Maybe. Just busy. Busy time of the year.
Yeah. Yesterday we made, what was that?
What did we make?
Rice with carrots. We had leftover rice and carrots from yesterday's meal. Oh, the patties. Salmon patties.
Oh, salmon patties, yeah.
Yeah, and we had a lot of rice and carrots left over, and when we got done, we were cleaning up, and she said, that might make a good casserole with some canned chicken and some peas from the freezer.
Yeah.
Can of cream of mushroom soup, a little milk, some spices and seasoning to give it some flavor, and a little panko at the end to give it some crisp on the top. Is it good?
Yeah, it's very good. The flavor is excellent.
Oh, and a little cheese. That was Rachel's idea.
Yeah, really yummy. So now we have lunch for a few days too. So, don't know if we'll be back tomorrow or if we'll just have leftovers tomorrow. But wow, what a windstorm we had today. Huge windstorm. Like, actually, I was sitting at my desk today and my monitor was shaking.
Really?
During one of the gusts.
Yeah, it's a weird wind too. It's like a northeast wind in southeast Michigan, which is odd.
But it partially blew down our our utility pole outside, and our service line dropped on top of our cars.
Yeah.
So we had everyone out here today trying to fix that.
This basically snapped it right off at the ground and like bent over. It was basically the power lines were holding it up still.
Yeah.
They've dropped off a new pole to set. They're going to come back tomorrow and do that. They got it kind of roped off and held up with some rigging or something.
Our electricity was never interrupted. I mean, it was just dogs started barking. Something was going on outside, and that's what happened. And then Todd posted it today on Facebook, something I'm very far behind on. So I'm telling you guys to go out there and prune your fruit trees and fertilize your fruit trees and your blueberries and things like that. And I should have done that a couple weeks ago, and I'm behind. So don't be a Rachel and go do it.
There's some things this year that I feel like we're behind on, and then there's other things that I feel like we're a little bit ahead on.
Yeah, it was just a busy winter, and then just getting back into the routine of things.
Yeah, it's definitely way wetter this year. The ground is really saturated still. So like to get our tractor out and start moving stuff and move the goat house and collect that, it would not turn out pretty.
Yeah, but I do, though, one thing I'm ahead on is I already have the pig butchering date for this year. That I don't even have pigs yet, but if you're just getting into that, that's something that if you haven't already made your butchering appointments where you are, those book up fast. So make your butchering appointment.
So we'll see you next time we cook.
taco seasoning.
Steak fajitas. Rachel pulled this big old, that thing was like this big when I unfolded it out of the freezer because she really wanted steak fajitas. So
Yep.
around lunchtime today, I pulled it out of the package. I trimmed all the fat except for a couple little spots off of it and marinated.
What'd you
And
marinate it in?
we didn't have lime juice, so I used lemon juice, soy sauce, a tiny little bit of rice wine vinegar, and I coated it with that fajita seasoning
Okay.
from that one place out of Texas.
Okay.
I don't remember what it's called. And a little bit of our chili pepper flakes and some adobo sauce
Okay.
from like the chipotles that come
Yep.
in that hot sauce. So that's all that went into it. Grilled it. Some green peppers and onions sauteed. Some black beans.
Salsa, if you want
Salsa,
it?
sour cream. Oh. Go ahead, try a bite. And I'll finish
my
making mine.
goodness. Looks amazing. I just had went down to the freezer to see what there was to make, and I saw that big old steak just eyeing me. I was like, you want to be fajitas, I know it.
Yeah, I was surprised how big it was, but there was a lot of fat on it and a big bone in the middle of it. So
Perfect.
yeah, satisfy your craving.
Yes.
From last week's What's for Dinner video, I wanted to thank you guys for all the tips and leads on Sloppy Joes. You guys came through.
I think the overwhelming response was Renee. Renee from Pioneer Woman.
Pioneer Women, Constance from A Good Life Farm, and then there was another one too. Cowboy Kent Rollins. That guy that cooks outside all the time. Those were kind of like the top three. But then a lot of you guys basically just said, here's my recipe. It's not somebody else's.
Yeah, and a lot of people actually sent us their recipes in our inbox. So thank you.
So we will give it a try here coming up in a few weeks because I like me some Sloppy Joes. So we'll have that
And
again.
you guys know if I can figure out a way to can it, I'll be bringing you that canning recipe.
Yep. So you've had a couple bites now. How is it?
If I wasn't in front of company, I would be pigging out.
All right, cool.
I have a show and tell. So not only is our daughter getting married this year, but our son is getting married next year. And they're having an on-farm wedding. And I've basically been granted access to do a little bit of she trusts me, I should say. So we got a whole bunch of willow starts. What do you call these cuttings? Willow cuttings that are pre-rooted and everything, so nice roots. And we're going to plant them soon and make a nice big huge living arbor out back in the pasture. that they'll get married under, if it works. So it's a year and a half, almost 2 years in advance.
Mm-hmm.
So I told Todd we got a project to do to go plant these and then see how it works.
Yeah, this should be fun. The only thing I wonder about is I know the deer really like willow, so we could run into a problem. And I think we're going to have way too many planted to try to protect them.
We'll see.
So maybe you'll have to go out there and hunt them.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you on the next What's for Dinner.
A couple days, probably. We're going to eat this tomorrow, too, probably. Make quesadillas out of it. What'd you make for us?
Some, not quite like white chicken chili, but more like a white chicken chili soup.
Nice. Smells really good. What'd you put in it?
Salsa Verde, a can of chicken, some cream corn, some milk, some of our cashew cheese to thicken it up.
Nice.
I think that's it. Smells yummy. I don't think that cashew cheese blended really well, so you might need to blend it. Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
And some cornbread.
So this week was another 3-meal week to share with you guys.
Yeah.
Contrast, I guess, differently from when we were doing 5 per week, but we had another busy week as usual, and we spent a lot of time this past weekend away from the homestead.
Did we? Oh, we
On
went,
Saturday.
Yeah, we went out and played around town.
Yeah, we went shopping and like
We never
actually
did that.
we went to a mall.
I know.
How's that?
He
It
was like-
the
Todd was like, "Oh, this feels weird."
it was like the first time I think I've been to the mall in like 3 or 4 years or something. Like we just never go there, so it was
Yeah.
like weird. But like the mall hadn't changed at all. It was like
No.
exactly the same.
I had to get glasses. You guys are going to be excited for those that appreciate my glasses. What's coming next? Every year I get new ones. That's
Yeah.
always so fun. And I don't know, just piddling.
Yeah. We went to Home Goods.
Yeah.
We got some new bowls.
After I was just, they're going to know because we were fussing about cabinet space. So I
Yeah.
said, does this mean I get to get rid of the orange soup bowls? Yeah, to be seen.
I wanted more bowls. Like, I like having bowls for my pastas and soups.
We
and things
only
like that.
have 8 bowls in the cabinet, but he doesn't like those. I guess they're not deep enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it is a chilly, chilly weekend, though. Oh my goodness. Not spring-like at all.
Yeah, the sun just came out and wow. It totally changed the lighting on the camera. It was supposed to be like kind of crappy all week, like 35 during the day, down to the teens at night. So it's still not get outside and play weather quite yet. So.
No. You want your cheese? Did you get some?
No, not yet. It's really hot. I'm letting it cool off.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for coming along for What's for Dinner again this week. And we'll see you on the next week.
All right. See you guys.